I just think double XL is clearly not needed. Like your favorite underground rapper just does not need double XL. Like we're talking about double XL in the big 2026. Like let's be real, bro. No, like it's ridiculous.
I swing a chopstick like I'm cutting sushi. Chopper eat his ass up, I might call it Suki. Rat the lamb truck, same color as her coochie.
Double XL just revealed the 2026 freshman class featuring Reezy, Slayr, Sosocamo, Dickey, Belly Gang Kushington, Chris Patrick, shout out to Chris Patrick, Babyfxce, Ykniece, or Ykniece, I don't know how you say her name, Skrilla Trim, Miles Minnick, and Hurricane Wisdom. Now, honestly, I think this cover proves something we've been talking about for at least the last 6-7 years, bro. The problem isn't necessarily the artist for me. At this point, I don't even think it's the artist, right? I just think that the problem is that double XL isn't as important as it used to be, right? It's literally, there was a time when getting on the freshman cover, bro, could literally change the trajectory of someone's career overnight. Like it used to have staying power. It was almost like this is one of the guys for the mainstream, not necessarily like, oh, just because it's an underground rapper and he's bubbling, whoop, whoop, whoop. Even though you would have artists like that, this was for the mainstream artists that would get highlighted as being this. These are the next people that are going to run the next generation. All right. Now, some of the hottest underground artists nowadays, or the most relevant underground artists nowadays, they don't even care about double XL. Like Boy Max came out and said he turned it down because it didn't make sense for him.
Here's my question: Why are these niggas' names at the top? Why you didn't do one? So last year XXL hit me up to do it. I was literally on call with XXL playing Scream and Go Kart. Yeah, they're like, ooh, Scream, ooh, this fire. They didn't. I don't think they fucked with Go Kart, or maybe it was the inverse. But yeah, they wanted me to be on last year, but I didn't do it because it's like, why? I didn't think like, I'm like, nah, I don't know. I just didn't think it made sense for me.
That's Boy Max. Respectfully, that's Boy Max. You know what I'm saying? He's a streamer. Like it felt like double XL was like a prediction of who was going to be the most relevant people. Like now it just feels like a recap. Like there isn't, and I don't know if it has something to do with oversaturation of music and we're just not finding, because I don't think there's a problem with Chris Patrick being on there. I think Chris Patrick is clearly the best MC on the list.
Swear to God, this shit feels so surreal. Used to watch your streams when streams of income couldn't hold the bills. Back when protein powder mixed with water was my only meal. Back when labels used to call us sin, never closed the deal.
Like if let's just go like artist for artist, right? So we have Reezy.
Four brothers on the mat with some in it. I kinda like hurricanes. It was Swiss vacation till that FEMA start tripping.
Slayr.
If you can't watch, can't you leave me alone? You know Slayr gon' be your type. That bitch said it's strong.
I think I heard of Slayr last time from Boy Max's stream, ironically enough, when they were doing like the whole underground verses or song wars and shit like that. So I've heard about Slayr. Sosocamo.
She want the pills. I throw 150 for the nails. I might put a bad bitch in Chanel.
Oh, I've heard his name. Don't really know too much. Dickey.
My way like I don't got a parent. Make sure y'all of my business, Karen. My head to spin the block, not even Karen. They gon' do what I say, parent.
I've heard his name. Don't know too much. Belly Gang Kushington.
They not gang in real life. They catch a case and when they get in the courtroom, they comply. Hey.
It's like the white dude that says nigga. Like, I don't know too much. I know that one song that I think was like a remake of another song, but I'm not sure again. Chris Patrick.
Looked up to get locked in tombs, perception altered greatly. You only earn your stripes from going up and talking crazy.
Again, probably the best lyricist on this entire list. Babyfxce.
Catch him pulling up, pop his ass, spill his sun kiss.
I heard about him. He's one of the Detroit type rappers, you know what I'm saying? Ykniece.
Take her through that, huh? Bust her down just like the watch. Fuck on Tuesday, then get a whole right up the spot.
It's one of those, you know, those type of female rappers. You know those type when I mean those type. Skrilla.
Bitch on drugs and I done got my dog on lean. Don't ask me what I'm sipping, nigga. This cold deep on methazine.
I known about Skrilla for a long time. He's from Philly. Trim.
Coconut water, coconut water, and make sure this cookie tea, while we in Florida.
Trim is just like the Nicki Minaj sounding girl. Again, I can't really say much. She has that one song. I think it was Coconut Water. I don't know if that was her. Should be Coconut Water. I'm not sure. Miles Minnick.
Get up like 6, 7 times. Spirit on my body got me looking like a pop, like a red Corvette for the flower on my top.
Apparently he's like a faith-based hip-hop success story. I don't know if he does like Christian rap, but I definitely think he's one of the more traditional rappers on the list again. And then Hurricane Wisdom.
34, feel like Ykniece. 30 pole, big as Ykniece. Hey, niggas broke, that's beyond me. 20 shots get on side me.
Who's probably one of the most viral names on the entire list. But honestly, I'm not mad at anyone for not knowing any of these niggas. To be honest with you, because number one, the fact that you decided to have these niggas dress in all white just because it's the 10th anniversary of the 2016 XXL shit is kind of disrespectful.
And look, not only do they just put out this list, they decided to literally put homage and put them in all white like it's 2016. So, in their heads, listen, this is the thing that pissed me off. In their heads, they literally thought that, no, this is the list, nigga. We're gonna put them all white homage in the same exact fits, in the same exact vibe as 2016, our greatest year ever, our biggest freestyle year ever. And we have Brody Most Wanted on the XXL list. What the fuck am I looking at, man? What am I looking at?
That is utter. I get it. It was when XXL was at its peak, so you gotta acknowledge it, right? But you doing that with these crop of artists, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's noticed this too. Like, why are these niggas in all white? You know, this is why I say it's just pointless. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, even the post, it didn't even really have that many likes and retweets. Some people probably have heard about this shit for the first time because they're watching this video. Niggas don't care. Niggas just don't care. Like, if you go year by year, I think everybody post 2020 has been kind of underwhelming. Like, let's look at it. All right, 2020, we had Polo G, Jack Harlow, Rod Wave, Baby King, Lotto, Fabio, Lil TJ, NLE, Chica, Lil Key, 24K Golden Cowboy. There's a lot of people that are still being talked about to this day. Jack, Rod Wave, who's probably the biggest artist on this entire fucking list. He's doing arenas, dedicated fan base. That was a good call. Baby King, another good call. Lotto, good call. Fabio, you could say good call, depending on who you ask. Lil TJ, NLE, depending on who you talk to, right? So 2020 was a decent list. That was probably the last decent list, in my opinion. You go to 2021. I think 2021 is when it starts to get a little ridiculous. When you start to see Ruby Rose.
Pretty little face, but this body like a porn star. Shicey little bitch, yeah, you know I'm going too far.
When you start to see like Ian Dior, you know what I'm saying? It starts to get a little like, okay, we're just starting to put names on here. We're starting to put just names on here. Like we don't necessarily care about the quality of the music. We're just putting names on this shit. 2022, you got Nardo Wick, Sofago, Babyfxce, Doechii, Cochise, Ken the Man, Big 30, Cali, KC, Big Scar, Saucy Santana, Babytron. Again, what are we doing? Doechii.
That industry plant shit whack. I see it on the blogs. I see you in the chats. You suck every rap nigga dick from the back.
Okay. Cochise, I fuck with Cochise. I personally fuck with Cochise. Where's Nardo Wick now? What was the last Nardo Wick song you've heard? Saucy Santana? Anyways, 2023, Finesse 2 Times, Lola Brooke, Rob 49, Friday, Glorilla, Sleazy World, Too Rare, Central C, Real Boss and Richie, Lil Tyler, Tia Corinne, and DC the Don. This one was a little bit better than last year's. They got Finesse, even though he's more of a personality now. Friday was good. Glorilla's probably the biggest artist on this entire list. Oh, you could probably say Central C. Central C probably is too. It's Glorilla. You got Glorilla. You got Central C. You got, I like Tia Corinne. There's certain artists on there that was. So I think this one was a little bit better than 2022. So it's a little bit better. I continue. 2024. Big X the Plug. The needle from Big X the Plug to That Mexican OT, Lay Banks, Boss Man D-Lo, Rich and Miri, Honcho, Scarlet, Four Bats, Maya the Don, Cash Cobain, Skrilla Baby. Big X, good. Boss Man, good. Four Bats. I fuck with Four Bats. Shout out to Dallas artist. Cash Cobain. Again, up one of the weaker lists again. And then last year we literally had Leangelo Ball, Laser Dim, Ray Vaughn, Samara Sin, Nino Pade, Lo Shimmy, 1900 Rugrat, YTB Fat, Baby Chief Do It, the Chat GBT rapper, Baby Chief Do It. Shout out to Baby Chief. I fuck with Baby Chief, but Chat GBT rappers are now making XXL. Ian arguably had the most highlightable cipher in the whole shit. If you actually go and watch the freestyle cipher, he probably had the most talked about cipher as in being that, oh, this was actually decent, which is very telling, right? M Triplin and a nigga in jail, EBK J-Bo. And that was last year. So it hasn't really been a good track record of these niggas putting shit on here that is noteworthy, or I don't know what their algorithm is looking like. Before I wrap this video up, because I do not care like that. I really don't. I don't think most people care about this shit. But if I was to have 2 or 3 solutions to make this shit better, to salvage the whatever is left of XXL, I think obviously the fan voting aspect is good. I think we should have regional captains. So you probably have a main artist representing the West Coast, the East Coast, the South, and the Midwest. That might make the list feel a lot more connected to the culture, maybe. That might give people a reason to be like, oh, I'll give people something to talk about, at least, because niggas don't give a fuck to talk about this shit. So if you put a captain, oh, this guy's he's the captain of the West, he's the captain of the East, he's the captain of the South, he's the captain of the Midwest. It gives people something to talk about. Okay, is this guy good enough to represent his coast? I think that's a good idea. Another idea is maybe having a live cipher event, because a lot of these shits is re-recorded. Maybe if you did like a live cipher, if you did a live cipher, I think that would be a little bit more. And then the fans can vote live, like in the chat, they can vote live who had the best cipher. It allows for a more competitive atmosphere. I think that's something that's new. Right? Just turn the cipher into a live streamed event so that people actually give a fuck. Or you have more likelihood for people to give a fuck, because niggas don't care. I promise you they don't. And the third thing I probably would do, maybe have freshman producers, maybe have more freshman engineers, freshman DJs, maybe let's not just put it in a box and make it just artists. Give the producers some shine. Give some engineers some shine. The DJs some shine. Hip hop is more than just rapping. It's a lot of great up and coming producers, engineers, and DJs, man. So highlight them too. I just think that most of the artists that get the call for it, they just decline it. They don't see the impact. They don't see the influence. They don't see it as anything. They're on TikTok. They blow up off TikTok. They blow off YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. They blow up They blow up off of traditional social media, not traditional hip hop blogs, right? Because that's what it is essentially. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'm out.